Let's start today's important news. NASA astronauts Sunita Williams and Butch Wilmore have returned to the Earth after spending an unexpected 9 months aboard the International Space Station. Initially, they were scheduled to just an 8-day mission. Their stay was extended due to technical issues with respect to Boeing Starliner spacecraft. Upon the return to the Earth in SpaceX Dragon capsule, Sunita Williams and Butch Wilmore were carefully wheeled off the spacecraft on stretchers, a standard NASA protocol for returning astronauts due to their effects of prolonged weightlessness. A lot of them don't want to be brought out on a stretcher, former NASA senior scientist said, but they have to be taken care properly. They have to adapt to life now with gravity. Earlier, because they are in weightlessness, zero gravity or microgravity situation. During their extended mission, Sunita Williams shared insights into physical challenges of space travel while speaking to the students at Needham High School in Massachusetts. I have been up here long enough that I have been trying to remember what it's like to be a spacewalk. Despite the unexpected extension, Sunita Williams remained in close contact with her loved ones. I talk to my mom practically every day. She shared during question and answer session, and she is in touch with her family. The mission, which was launched in June 2024, was prolonged due to technical issues with Boeing Starliner, prompting NASA to return the spacecraft to Earth without its crew. The astronauts returned to Earth in SpaceX Dragon capsule marks the successful completion of mission that tested endurance and adaptability in space. As Sunita Williams and Butch Wilmore now has to reacclimatize themselves with gravity, NASA continues to investigate the Starliner technical challenges, ensuring the future safety of the crewed missions. And now they are going to be in NASA's rehab center for the next 45 days. Sunita Williams and Butch Wilmore, and the humanity should be happy that they have come successfully without any glitches to the Earth. They have landed successfully. NASA's astronauts Butch Wilmore and Sunita Williams, they have ended up spending 286 days in space, 278 days longer than anticipated when they were launched. Orbiting in space no more, NASA's astronauts Butch Wilmore and Sunita Williams returned to the Earth on March 18, 2025 in Florida. Right now, their SpaceX capsule parachuted into the Gulf of Mexico in the early hours of Indian Standard Time around 4 o'clock, just hours after departing from the International Space Station. They have actually traveled for about 17 hours from International Space Station to the Earth. And they have used a method called splashdown method, which is a conventional method of landing, because splashdown method uses water body landing like ocean, sea landing. It is considered as a soft landing with soft cushion, and from the capsule, the astronauts were brought down through parachutes. Splashdown occurred off the coast of Florida, bringing their unplanned odyssey to an end. Within an hour, the astronauts were out of their capsule, waving and smiling at the cameras while being hustled in reclining stretchers for routine medical checks. The two expected to be gone just a week, that is for 8 days, in the Boeing Starliner, and then they have returned after 9 months. And their arrival is something big. They have spent 286 days in space, 278 days longer than anticipated. They circled Earth 4,576 times and traveled 121 million miles, that is 195 million kilometers by the time of splashdown. It's a big thing for them, and they have actually seen almost, they have done 62 hours over 9 spacewalks. 62 hours of spacewalks, it's a big thing for them also. So in the present Dragon capsule, 4 crew came in Crew 9 mission, astronaut rotation mission. 4 crew came to the Earth under Crew 9 astronaut rotation mission, plunged through the Earth's atmosphere using its heat shield and 2 sets of parachute to slow down its orbital speed from 17 miles per hour. So this is the news that is coming up from Sunita Williams and Butch Wilmore. It's a big news that is coming up. If you see today's Hindu paper, Israeli strikes across Gaza kills over 400 Palestinians. It seems that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu informed about these strikes to Donald Trump administration prior to the strikes, and only with Donald Trump's consent he has made those strikes. This is a big thing, and even White House have confirmed that Benjamin Netanyahu have informed about the strikes to American President Donald Trump. This is the most important news. And the ceasefire, which happened for 5 weeks between Israel and Hamas, ended in March first week, and now again they are talking about next ceasefire. In between that, Israel is launching 8 strikes on Gaza. Out of 400 Palestinians, many are children also who got killed in the last 2 days. And the most important thing is Israel is asking, demanding the hostages released from Hamas. But Hamas is right now is not responding, and Hamas also got angry on Israeli attacks on Gaza. The attack is completely considered as the disproportionate attack. This is something that is big. And next important news that is coming up. Election Commission relents. Relents means come down. How come down? Election Commission relents to hear pleas to upload booth-wise turnout. The Supreme Court on March 18th, 2025 asked the Election Commission of India to meet with petitioners and hear their demand to upload on its official website authenticated, scanned and legible account of votes recorded booth-wise after each phase of polling. So, booth-wise polling is also important. Now, Election Commission is going to listen to the petitioners about their demand with respect to uploading of booth-wise voter turnout. A bench headed by Chief Justice Sanjeev Khanna directed Lok Sabha member Mahua Moitra and representatives of ADR, Association for Democratic Reforms, to make their representation before the Election Commission in 10 days. The panel agreed to grant the petitioners a hearing to resolve the issues. That is, Election Commission agreed to hear the issue. The panel's willingness to do so signaled a mellowing of its stance with a new Chief Election Commissioner, Gyanesh Kumar, at its helm. An affidavit filed by the Election Commission in the Supreme Court in May 2024 had taken an uncompromising position against the public disclosure of booth-wise turnover data. It had argued that there was no such legal mandate to provide the data to any person other than the candidates or polling agents. Generally, candidates or polling agents will get the data booth-wise, voter turnout data. But Election Commission have no legal mandate to upload it in the website. Election Commission earlier unequivocally rejected this, uncompromisingly refused this idea. The Association for Democratic Reforms had primarily sought the uploading of the scanned copies of Form 17C, account of votes recorded after every phase of polling in the 2024 Lok Sabha polls. So, this is a big thing that is coming up. Let us wait and see how Election Commission is going to respond on this. Next important news that is coming up, I can say the next news, which is really pathetic. Day after riots, Nagpur comes under curfew with heavy police presence, 50 in custody. There is a news that is coming up that there is a huge demand from Maharashtrians to remove the Aurangzeb tomb from Aurangabad district. Aurangzeb, almost he spent 25 years of his lifetime to have expeditions in Deccan and particularly in Marathas. Marathas feel that it affected their pride. And with the rumor spreading that a holy book was burnt in the recent times, there were some issues with respect to violence in Nagpur, and curfew was imposed according to section 163 of Bharatiya Nagarika Suraksha Samhita. And particularly, Nagpur remained tense on March 18th, a day after violence erupted over rumors that a holy book was burned during a protest by Vishwa Hindu Parishad and Bajrang Dal, demanding the removal of Aurangzeb's tomb in Chhatrapati Sambhaji Nagar district of Maharashtra. Curfew was imposed in the jurisdiction of 11 out of 33 police stations. See, the name Aurangabad was changed into Chhatrapati Sambhaji Nagar district long back by Maharashtra government. So, even the name of the district Aurangabad was changed. So, this is the issue that is coming up, and Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis and also Union Minister Nitin Gadkari also said that people should maintain peace and harmony in the district, particularly Nagpur is a land of peace, and they said because of spread of fake news people are getting disturbed, and they asked people not to get disturbed with respect to the fake news. Coming back, Russian President Vladimir Putin agrees to pause, temporarily give a break on the strikes on Ukrainian energy targets. Russian President Putin ordered a 30-day halt to strikes on Ukrainian energy infrastructure following a call from American President Donald Trump. Kremlin, that is Russian official statement, said that American President Donald Trump and Putin had a detailed and frank exchange of views with respect to Russia-Ukraine issue. Mr. Putin outlined a number of conditions for a possible ceasefire, including the need to halt both forced mobilizations in Ukraine and rearmament of Ukraine armed forces. Putin also questioned how such a ceasefire could be monitored. Mr. Donald Trump, American President, proposed a 30-day halt on strikes on energy targets, and Putin responded positively on that. Russia and Ukraine will also swap 175 prisoners today, that is on March 19th. Mr. Putin said the Ukraine conflict could only be resolved long term if the West halted military and intelligence support to the Ukraine. If the West halt all support to the Ukraine, including military and intelligence support, the conflict could have been resolved by this time also. This is the big thing that is coming up. Coming back, there is a big news. India takes 24th spot in free speech survey. A new global survey by the Future of Free Speech, an independent US based think tank, has ranked India 24 out of 33 countries surveyed on the question of support for free speech. Its report titled, "Who in the World Supports Free Speech?" states that while abstract support for free speech remains strong, commitment to protect controversial speech is eroding in many parts of the world. The survey conducted in October 2024 also revealed that more countries have seen declines rather than improvements in free speech support since 2021, with some of the big drops occurring in democratic nations like America, Israel and Japan. Scandinavia dominated the top rankings in free speech, with Norway and Denmark finishing in the apex of the future of free speech with good scores. And Indonesia, Malaysia, Pakistan, they are in the low scores, and India ranks only in 24th out of 33 countries in the free speech. So, this is the issue. India's condition with respect to free speech is not that good, according to the global survey by the Future of Free Speech, an independent US based think tank. Prime Minister Modi ji said, Mahak showcased India's grandeur to the world. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on March 18th likened the recently concluded Mahak at Prayagraj in the UP to India's historic milestones such as 1857 revolt and the Dandi march led by Mahatma Gandhi. So, he compared 1857 revolt, Mahatma Gandhi's Dandi march and Mahak. Making a statement in Lok Sabha recently, Mr. Narendra Modi said that Mahak effectively addressed the doubts and apprehensions held by some regarding the nation's capabilities. He said that today's youth were embracing their traditions, faith and beliefs with pride, reflecting a strong connection to India's cultural heritage. Wherever he goes, he is carrying Mahakumbh water, holy water, and gifting those holy water to the celebrities and high leaders there. Yesterday I have seen he is gifting Ganga water to Tulsi Gabbard, US Intelligence Chief Tulsi Gabbard. Coming back, Raisina dialogue is going on in India from March 17th through March 19th. Kala Chakra, People, Peace, Planet is the theme. 10th edition of Raisina dialogue, and for that dialogue, America first does not mean America alone. Tulsi Gabbard's statement, strong India-US partnership based on shared values and leadership of Trump and Modi, who are two good friends, are great friends, says US Intelligence Chief Tulsi Gabbard. American President Donald Trump's commitment to the principle of America first should not be misinterpreted as America alone. US Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard said on March 18th at Raisina Dialogue. Speaking on the annual Raisina Dialogue, Ms. Tulsi Gabbard emphasized the need to work together to address the challenges of the Indo-Pacific region. and to achieve collective goals, also making a pitch for Donald Trump's bid to end the Russia-Ukraine war and prevent the risk for Third World War. So, Tulsi Gabbard attended Raisina dialogue and have given a good speech on America and India relations. This is a very important and interesting thing with respect to US Intelligence Chief statement. Who is the US Intelligence Chief? Tulsi Gabbard, and a person of Indian origin. Tulsi Gabbard is the US Intelligence Chief. Are going to start Varuna joint exercise, naval exercise in the Arabian Sea today, that is on March 19th, with aircraft carriers, warships, submarines, fighters and helicopters taking part in the drills. India have deployed an indigenous aircraft carrier INS Vikrant among other warships and Calvary class submarine for the exercise from March 19th through March 22nd. Varuna exercise comes ahead of India getting set to ink 2 mega deals with the France for direct acquisition of 26 Rafale marine fighters and also additional Scorpion submarines by Majgaon docks. So, Varuna joint exercise is very important. It started in 2001 and Varuna is between India and France. So, India and France are kick-starting Varuna joint exercises today. This is a very important thing. India-France joint exercise Varuna. And next important news, Poland, Lithuania, Latvia and Estonia, they are withdrawing from Ottawa Convention. They are withdrawing from Ottawa Convention. Ottawa Convention is a convention on the prohibition of use, stockpiling, production and transfer of anti-personnel mines on their destruction of 1997, also called as Ottawa Treaty or Anti-Personnel Mine Ban Convention, or in the simple form Mine Ban Treaty. So, it is with respect to eliminating anti-personnel landmines around the world. Poland and other Baltic states planning to withdraw from an international convention banning the use of landmines, citing potential military threats from neighboring Russia. The defense ministers of Poland, Lithuania, Latvia and Estonia said they are unanimously recommending withdrawal from Ottawa Convention. So, military threats to NATO members bordering Russia and Belarus have significantly increased. So, we are not now committing to Ottawa Convention, we are going to withdraw from Ottawa Convention, which is also called as the convention which is banning the use of landmines. The convention which is banning the use of landmines. You might get simple question, Ottawa Convention deals about, or Ottawa Convention is a convention relating to landmines, ban on landmines. Is a very important thing which you need to understand. Let us go to the other important news from the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court on March 17, that is on Monday, ruled that while the right to clean environment is guaranteed fundamental right under the Indian Constitution under Article 21, the right to development through industrialization holds equal priority. That is, right to environment and right to develop through industrialization both have equal priority. The Supreme Court underscored the need for sustainable development that harmonizes these two rights, striking a golden balance between environmental protection and economic progress. It's a very important news. While the right to clean environment is guaranteed as a fundamental right under Article 14 and Article 21 of the Constitution of India, the right to development through industrialization equally claims priority under fundamental rights, particularly Article 14, Article 19 and Article 21. The Supreme Court made the observations setting aside an April 2022 order given by the National Green Tribunal that have barred the Arovelle Foundation from carrying out developmental activities in the township of Puducherry. The Supreme Court bench highlighted that economic growth and environmental conservation are not mutually exclusive. Drawing from the past jurisprudence, sustainable development has been accepted as a viable concept to eradicate poverty and improve the quality of human life. So, this is very important. Sustainable development is very, very important. So, right to industrialization and right to development should get equal priority on par with right to environmental protection. Supreme Court said on March 17th in Arovelle Foundation case. This is an order against National Green Tribunal's April 2022's order. So, very interesting news. కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్ సంబంధించి ప్రత్యేకంగా సివిల్ సర్వీసెస్ ఎగ్జామ్ సంబంధించి ఏ ఆప్షన్ చూస్ చేసుకోవాలి, ప్రిపరేషన్ ఎప్పుడు స్టార్ట్ చేయాలి, ఏ బుక్స్ రిఫర్ చేయాలి, ఇలాంటి డౌట్స్ ఉంటే CSBIS అకాడమీని కాంటాక్ట్ అవ్వచ్చు. దీనికి సంబంధించి నా పర్సనల్ అపాయింట్మెంట్ ఈ వీడియో పైన డిస్ప్లే అవుతున్న కాంటాక్ట్ నెంబర్కి ఫోన్ చేసి తీసుకోవచ్చు.